stupid cat.
Sam.
Yeah.
I have another question for you. This one's a little bit harder than the first one. That's correct. Have a safe trip, Sam.
Cool.
Sam, your next order is a little complicated, if I'm being honest. I'll brief you on the particulars while you review the relevant information. Go ahead and accept this main order on the terminal. Okay, Sam. This next order calls for you to infiltrate a weapons factory and disable the weapon fabricators you find within. The factory is located in this area. Although it's outside the chiral network, they have fabricators capable of producing advanced weaponry. We don't know what kind of security they have on site, so make sure you're prepared to face anything and everything. There's also a vital piece of equipment you'll need to take with you. We'll get it ready once you've finalized your route. The Ring Terminal expansion device is designed to support the Ring Terminal's hacking capabilities. The factory where the weapon fabricators are located is outside the bounds of the chiral network, and APAS has determined that you won't be able to hack into them with your Ring Terminal alone. But with this device in your possession, all you need to do is access the fabricator terminal. It'll be hacked and rendered inoperable before you know it. Once the terminal is out of action, they'll have no way of getting the fabricators up and running. And they'll likely conclude it's not worth the hassle to try and make weapons here again. Hacking the weapon fabricator terminal will also simultaneously extract any data stored in its drive. So be sure to bring the expansion device back to the Magellan once the fabricators are disabled. You'll need to submit it to the ship's delivery terminal to complete the order. we'll conduct a full analysis of the data you bring us. Oh, and a word of warning. This device contains unique components that can't be reproduced with a chiral printer. So whatever you do, don't break it. Get the job done, Sam.
Feels good.
Wait, Sam. I don't think we're alone out here.
Okay.
Okay, we're here. Use your ring terminal expansion device to hack into the fabricated turbines gate. Fabricators are toast. We've extracted the necessary data as well. Let's make our escape and return to the DHB Magellan. Don't forget to bring the ring terminal expansion device with you.
When did you start getting your hands on this?
Let that yawn out. There's no pretending. I will hold you and protect you. So let love warm you till the morning. Hey, brother. Did you miss me?
Hell no.
Yeah, I figured you'd pay this place a visit, seeing as how I've been distributing the fruits of this fine factory all over the continent. With guns and violence, the whole damn world could be yours. Same as it ever was. Oh. Looks like you decided to trade in that rope for a stick this go-round. Well, I suppose even a porter has to pull the trigger from time to time. Oh, what about you? Hey, buddy. Are you just another soulless little husk, huh?
Let go of me!
Oh.
Pathetic guitarist. Where's the rest of your band?
Well, ain't that something?
Was it you, Higgs? Huh? Was it you that killed Lou?
You still don't know, do you? Sam the man. In the dark. About everything.
The fuck you know about my kid?
If you want answers, you're gonna have to find them yourself. But the ones you do find, well, that pain you nurse will only get worse. Now, I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of that fancy boat your friends brought along, so before they show up, how about I get a little taste of that endless agony? Hmm? Something special just for you. Look at that rope you like so much. This here, my guts. And they'll grow tighter over time. You best believe they will pop your head clean off. But you are a patriot. And you'll just keep coming back. Only for my boys here to keep doing their thing over and over again. So you'll just die and keep on dying for all eternity.
Sam! Sam!
Yeah. Really is a shame you won't stay dead. But hey, locking you in a cycle of endless suffering, well, that's good too. So let's Let the glorious game over loop begin. The fuck? Big Red. Just you and me dance, huh? Bitches like me. Sorry, Sam. We'll have to have our fun another time.
Who the hell are you? No, wait!
What on earth was that red behemoth anyway? The way it wielded that sword was almost reminiscent of a samurai. A friend of yours, perhaps?
I don't know about that. Think they helped me out before.
In any event, I think it's time we left this place. Come on, Sam. Let's get going and return the ring terminal expansion device to the DH... Magellan.
How did we get here? How the hell would anybody know? What were we doing? Whatever happened to the plan? Cold honey milk and fireflies. Savor every moment in your eyes. 'Cause I would never come around again.
Now entering Cairo network coverage.
Even if the the church bells ring deep into the quiet night of hell.
Just a bit further now.
Look, Sam, a hot spring. Shall we take a dip?
It's any time now.
Good day. Take care of yourself at the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Appreciate it. We assumed this delivery was lost. Take this, along with power tanks. We're increasing your allocation of material.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Have you considered... Thanks for the help.
Perhaps you should take a break.
What's this, break time? Yeah, soaked it in.
I feel reborn. Huh? It's pulling us in! Where in the world are we?
Wait, are you Sam? Where did you come from just now? Did you perhaps arrive here by way of a hot spring? If so, then we have much to discuss. Would you be so kind as to access the delivery terminal? Whenever you have a moment, that is. So, you actually managed to jump here from the Miracle Spring. I knew it! I'd always theorized the existence of incredibly strong overlaps between this world and the beach. Places where a special kind of hot spring would emerge through the tar currents. Similar to the plate gates, but on a smaller scale. In principle, a person could use one to ride the currents within the Earth and jump to other connected springs. Just like you did. In fact, I dug that spring you used in order to test this theory. And now, I want to confirm if it holds true for different locations. I'd love it if you were able to help, Sam. I'll add the necessary functions to your PCC. Just so you know, I've added hot spring digger functions to the level 2 PCC. You now have the ability to identify a suitable location and commence excavation. Once a hot spring has been completed, feel free to take a dip and relax. I should mention that these springs are invaluable from my beach water research. As a hydrologist, they're a critical resource. So, if I may ask, Sam, would you be willing to use my digger to find and excavate hot springs throughout the continent? Please report back to me if you do dig any. I'll make sure to reward you for your efforts. Once you've readied your level 2 PCC and selected the digger, listen for pulses alerting you to underground water sources nearby. Pulses become more frequent as you move closer to a source, so wait until the interval between them is as short as possible before finally picking a spot to dig. Once you commence construction, the process is automated. All you need to do is wait for the hot spring to percolate to the surface. The digger will also remove any dangerous contaminants from the water. This means that as soon as the hot spring is ready, you can wade right in. Sources can be found everywhere, but depending on the location, the resulting spring will have different properties. I'm also thinking of adding a feature that will let you customize aspects of the springs you dig. Perhaps that will give you something to look forward to as well. The waters of the beach in our world circulate within the same system. As a hydrologist, I study this system. The hot springs of the Australian continent are the product of underground beach water that has been heated by dark currents. But there's more to it than that. A space-time phenomenon, similar to plate gates, has been observed at the points where hot springs emerge. In other words, it seems to be possible to jump between hot springs linked via the dark currents. I had been meaning to test this theory, but then you took the initiative and proved the truth for me. From what I saw earlier, it seems the teleportation process has no adverse effect on you. But just remember that you won't be able to take all types of cargo when you jump. Said cargo will be left behind at the hot spring you jumped from. It should be automatically stored in the digger's private locker, though. Make sure that you don't forget about it afterwards. Were you at all interested in digging hot springs? If so, there's a promising site I've identified. It's to the northwest of here. My analysis suggests that a potential source should be present in that vicinity. I'll post a formal aid request shortly, so consider heading in that direction and testing up the hot spring digger. If you do end up digging one, don't forget to return and inform me of your accomplishment. In your own time, of course. I'm not planning on going anywhere for the foreseeable future.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Hot springs, huh?
This is the life.
Yeah. Soak it in.
Glad you're okay. I'll check your order status right away. No problems with this cargo. Tarman's analysis should proceed without issue. Thanks, Sam. Now displaying your current Porter grade. I'm glad we could confirm that Higgs was involved. Though I still don't understand how he escaped the beach. The Ghost Mech forces are definitely under his control. And Higgs is determined to spread weapons to every corner of Australia. The information we retrieved from the device you brought back to us only serves to confirm this. We now know for a fact that the weapons popping up in this region can all be traced back to that factory. But that's not all we've determined. We've also learned about a new type of fabricator, one that wasn't present at the weapons factory. It's not clear where they're being used or what they're producing, but this likely means there may be another factory out there. We'll look into it.
Great work, Sam. That factory won't be capable of producing weapons ever again. The Motherhood should rest a little bit easier with that knowledge. Higgs remains a concern, however. It is indeed possible he has another factory elsewhere in the continent. It seems we'll need to proceed with greater caution in the days and weeks ahead. Upgrading the Magellan may also be worth considering. As for you, Sam, you need only to continue expanding the network.
For now, Sam, you should return to your private room and get some rest. You made a real difference today.
She's at it again?
Wait! Looks like clear skies. Let the sun shine tomorrow. It's a Japanese game to predict the weather. I learned it as a kid. This is rainy, cloudy, and sunny. A charm to ward off evil spirits. To help keep tomorrow safe. Hope it's right.
Doesn't it always rain whenever you go outside, though?
Yes. But deep down in my heart, it's really sunny. Always.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. Let's do this. 明日天気になれ。
There. Now it'll be sunny.
Bye, Sam.
Bye. Whatever.
Sam, the neck injury you suffered during your altercation with Higgs appears to have healed. You know, I've been thinking about what he said at West Fort Knott. He claimed that extinction wasn't his creed, that he wanted to build a world where fear and violence are king. I can only assume that at present he lacks the means to set the last Stranding in motion. So instead, he settled for trying to pit people against one another so they can tear the world apart for him. The weapons factory was just a means to that end. All the more reason why we need to rely upon the rope that is the chiral network to bring the whole continent together. But that's not all he said, of course. He wanted to get under your skin with those comments about Loom. To get his revenge by inflicting as much pain and suffering as possible on the undying repatriate. Personally, I think you should try to put it out of your mind. Focus on finishing this journey, and in doing so, finding the closure you need. That's one of the reasons we took to the road, after all. That and finishing the network, let's get...
Sam, Charlie here. Another assignment has been registered in the system. You can pick up this main order by accessing the Motherhood's delivery terminal.
Perhaps you should take a break.
Sam, do you remember the coffin Higgs used to make his escape from the weapons factory? Well, it seems we've identified a similar-looking object. The mechanic, whose shelter you're slated to link up next, reached out to us. He's asked us to go and retrieve this object on his behalf. I'll give you a more detailed briefing as you review the request. Accept the main order on this delivery terminal to proceed.
Order accepted. Thank you.
covered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered.
Now this is just... We're so grateful for your help. It's only right we share this with you. We're increasing your allocation.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I don't know. Look,
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.
I know.
Perhaps you should take a break.
appreciate you so much more. You really went above and beyond. With your support, my research has advanced leaps and bounds. Take this data. You should find it invaluable. I am increasing the amount of
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
we went it, but so. Hartman and I both belong to a community of people dealing with 21-minute syndromes. The 21-Minute Anxiety Association. I first met him at one of our meetings. Naturally, these meetings only run for 20 minutes, so we got to know each other better by exchanging mails afterwards. We conversed at length about our shared struggles and grew closer through our joint research activities. I hope I can call on you again. Please, tell our friend I say hello.
Order completed. Well done.
Stretch my legs.
Sam. Charlie here. This next order requires you to retrieve a piece of cargo. Said cargo is located somewhere within this armed survivalist's base, and is a distressingly familiar coffin-shaped object. Additional devices of unknown purpose appear to have been delivered to the base as well. While much remains unclear, securing the coffin for study may provide us with intel on Higgs and his movements. The mechanic is eager to conduct an analysis, and we have every intention of cooperating with him. That's all the additional information I have for now. There may be more surprises in store for us during this operation, so take all due care in plotting your route and finalizing your equipment loadout. We're counting on you, Sam.
Order accepted. Thank you. Perhaps you should take a break.
Feels good.
was out there.
Look there, Sam. It's the coffin. Be careful. Higgs may still be inside that thing. Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.